Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending the time you're seeing this live, this video. Um, I welcome you today. I welcome you to today's powerful health talk. And if you have been feeling off lately, moody, tired, bloated, or gaining weight, you know, for no clear reason, struggling with brain fog or irregular period, it's time to take a closer look at something people rarely talk about. That is your hormones. Yes, your hormones. Hormones are, you might actually ask, okay, what is this hormone? The meaning of hormone. What is hormone? A lot of people hear about hormone. You hear people talk about hormone, but you don't actually know what hormone is all about. So I'm going to give you a clear definition of what hormone is, and also um, tell you what. Sorry, yeah. I'm not actually introduced you to our today's topic. Yes, I'm sorry about that. So today we are going to be speaking on a topic that says the hormonal fix. Yes, the hormonal fix. Then I'm going to give you 7 powerful natural ways, you know, in which you can balance your body, um, boost your energy, and then reset your mood. Yes. So before I go further to giving you this, I would like to tell you what hormone is. So hormones are like traffic signals, for your body. Yes. When they are working is sneak, everything flows, energy, mood, sleep, metabolisms, skin, digestions, and what have you. Digestions and even your sex drive. Yes. But when they are off balance, it's like rush hour, chaos, and then yeah, it's like a rush hour. It's like chaos inside you. So your hormone is a very important aspect of you, of every human being. Your hormone, when your hormones are not balanced, you experience a lot of setback. You experience a lot of troubles in your health. But when your hormones are balanced, when you have hormonal balance, you know, you enjoy a lot of benefits. So today I'm going to give us, in this episode, it's titled the hormone fix. 7 natural ways to balance your body, boost your energy, and then reset your mood. And I promise you that by the end of this talk, by the end of today's talk, and you feel by the end of this talk you feel empowered. Yes, you feel empowered with the real tool to take back control of your health. At the end of this talk is a promise. So stay tuned. Grab your your cup of water, grab your notebook, your biro, or your phone notepad, and then jot and write some things down for reference purposes. Because after today, I promise you, you're going to be empowered with the real tools to take control of your health. So let's get started. Why hormones matters? Why do our hormones matters? You know? So let's start with the basics. Your hormones are chemical messengers that help regulate nearly every system in your body. Yes. So we are talking about your estrogens, your progesterone, your testosterone, your cortisols, your insulin, the thyroid hormones, your melatonin, and a lot more, and a lot more. These are the basics. These are the basics. Your testosterone. This your progesterone. These are a lot of hormones in the human bodies. Of which, if any of them should struggle, if any of them should have issues or should be imbalanced, you experience a lot. In fact, your health experience a lot of changes, which affects you. You see someone that will tell you that he or she is having hormonal imbalance. That, you see, when your hormones are not balanced, it causes a lot of health chaos. It causes a lot of health chaos. You see someone, for example, let me take for example, you see someone that you're not you're not breastfeeding. Let me use it that way. You're not even pregnant. You don't even give. You're not even a lactating mother, but you see yourself. You see breast milk coming out from your breast. These are hormonal imbalances, and once that is happening, as a young girl that is suffering from such, it disorganizes you, your mood, everything about you get disorganized at that process. So in this topic today, I'm going to give us a natural remedies or natural things that we can do to help us fix our hormones, for us not to have hormonal imbalance, to help you fix your hormone things that you should do. Remember, I told you guys that on these channels, what I give us, what I tell us, or what I teach us are natural remedies that you can do, natural things that you can do, to help you live a healthy life. There are natural things that you can do to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. So, um, all these things that I mentioned below, they affect, number one, they affect your weight and your metabolism. Yes. When your hormones are not balanced, when you're having, when all the things that I mentioned above, network, we're having network glitch. Sorry about that. So number two is it affects your mood and your anxiety levels. Yes. Another thing is that it affects your sleep cycles. Yes. And then number four, your reproductive health and fertility. We talk about the estrogens and the progesterones, testosterone, and the rest of them. Number five, it affects your digestion and your gut health. Remember, I told you that your gut health, once your gut health is happy, you as a human being, you're happy. And number six thing is that it affects your energy focus and even your memory. You see? So when one hormone is out of balance, it creates a dominion effect across the others. Yes. Once one hormone suffers, the rest, it affects the rest negatively. That's why hormonal imbalance can feel like a mess of unrelated symptoms, but it's not. It's one root cause. So now let's dive into these 7 natural daily habits, that can bring them back into harmony. Yes, 7 natural remedies, that can bring the whole hormones into harmony. So the number one there is eat fat. Eat fat first. I know that a lot of people just be like, you will tell us not to eat fat and you still tell us to eat fat. There are some healthy fats that you can consume. Yes. So let's start with something like that goes, this fat of eating is something that goes against what we've been taught. But don't fear. Do not fear fats. Yes. Your body needs fats, the good kind. Yeah, the good kind of fat to make hormones. Your body needs the good kind of fats to make hormones, and cholesterol is literally the building. Your cholesterol is the building that block uh, is the building block of steroid hormones like the estrogen and the testosterone and the cortisols. So healthy fats to include in our daily meals. I'll mention some below. There are avocado. You can start your day with avocado. So these avocado pears, they are one of the healthy fat foods that you can start your day with. When I said start your day with fat first, a lot of people were like, yes, I know that fat goes against most of the things that we'll be speaking of, we've been talking, we've been teaching, but they are healthy fats. You can't just throw away fat. You can't just stop taking anything that contains fats. No, there are some healthy fats that you can consume. Yes, there are some healthy fats, which avocados are one of them. And you have extra virgin olive oil. Yes, they are one of. I'm not saying you should start licking them. No, you can actually add it to your meals. You can actually use it to make your meals. We have wild caught salmon. We have coconut oil. We have nuts and seed like chai seed, pumpkin, walnuts, and the rest of them. Then you can start today. You can start with egg yolks. Yes. So try this. Start your day with fats. With fat-based breakfast instead of carbohydrates. You can start them with this some of these things mentioned above, and there are a lot, not just these ones mentioned above. These are just what I use as an example, but there are a lot of them that you can actually start your day with instead of starting with carbohydrates, with food rich with carbohydrates. Think if you can use do toast eggs with saturated greens, or a smoothie with coconut milk and then flaxseed. You will notice fewer energy, crasher and then cravings. You will notice that when you start your day with these things that I mentioned, you will notice that your energy on that day, it won't be like all that. Like, you will notice that there will be a difference in your health. You understand? So number two is you can balance your blood sugar. Yes, you can balance your blood sugar. You ask, how do I balance my blood sugar? Another way you can fix your hormones. So there is one hormonal principle to live by. It's is this stable blood sugar. When you have a stable blood sugar, you have a stable hormones. When your blood sugar level is balanced, is okay, is normal, you have a stable hormones. So when you eat sugary or refined foods, your blood sugar spikes and then your insulin rushes in over time. So this can cause insulin resistance and can also cause fat gain, especially belly fat, and then hormonal issue like PCOS. So to fix this, you have to try eat protein with every meals. Try every meals, every of your meals. Try to eat them with proteins. Proteins like chicken, yes, lentils, tofu, eggs, fish, etc. You know, you can actually include fiber. Number two thing, you can include fiber like leafy greens, veggies, and legumes in your meals. And when you want to snack smart. You can snack on boiled egg. You can use Greek yogurt, you know, and a handful of spikes. You can snack on those ones. Don't snack on sugary based snack like don't snack on biscuits. Don't snack on carbonated drinks. If you want to snack on something healthy. Snack on something that that are healthy, that will not cause problems to you. So a short walk after meals. This is a bonus tips now. You can have a short walk after meal. It helps to balance your blood sugar naturally. Don't just eat and after eating you're lying down. Or don't just eat after eating, just stay one place and then the whole thing is being stored in you. After eating, just try walk around. I'm not saying you should walk 1,000 miles or you should do a strenuous or you should stress yourself because you want to walk around. Just you can just take a few minutes walk just around your place. Just don't just eat and then lie down immediately. After eating, just try to walk around. you know Stress less to balance cortisols. That's number three now. The number three um ways you can fix your hormones. you know the number three is that you should stress less to balance your cortisols. So let's talk about stress. Let's talk about stress. I normally talk about this stress everything. Chronic stress can lead to high cortisols, which steals from your hormones, especially your progesterone. Yes, this is why stress can lead to missed period. Do you know that when you're stressed out, let's assume that in this particular month now, you know, so you stress yourself very well, that like you stress the living hell out of your body. It can actually cause missed period. See someone tell you that, I don't know what is wrong with me. Oh. I've not actually seen my period, and I've done PT test. It's showing negative, and I'm very sure that I am not pregnant because I didn't mess around that particular month, and I've gone to check if I have infection. I'm infection free, but yet I can't see my period. It's because you're stressed out, and that stress have actually done what? Affect your hormone, the hormone responsible for you to see your period, which is the progesterone. So it can actually cause you not to have your period, to miss your period that particular month. Why? Because that hormone has been affected. It can actually cause what's it called, infertility. Yes. It can cause low lipido. Remember, your progesterone are the hormones responsible for sexual drive. So when it's affected, what do you think happens? You have a low lipido. You won't have the urge for that, And then anxiety comes in when you're stressed out, when you're suffering from chronic stress, chronic one, not just little stress. When I mean chronic stress, it leads to these things now. It leads to all these things that I mentioned. So, what can you do to cure this naturally? What you can do daily to stop this? Okay, number one thing is that you can start your day. Start with 5 to 10 minutes of slow, deep breathing. Whenever you notice that you're stressed, whenever you notice you're doing something that is causing you a whole lot of stress, you can pause, then take 5 to 10 minutes of slow, deep breathing. I talk about this all the time. Whenever I'm talking about stress, I always tell you these things that you can do to do what? To manage stress. Another thing is journal or brain dump at night to, clear your mental clutter. Practice grounding work. Yeah, I talked about this, how you can, do this, practice grounding work barefoot, sit under a tree garden, and then um another thing is that you should try to say no more often. Protect your energy. Don't just see something that is killing you and you keep doing it. Try to say no to some things. Someone might come to tell you, within you that you are stressed out, and at that point someone will just come and tell you, please, I want you to come help me. I want you to come and help me, and then go to so place and do so thing for me. And you as a person, you know that at that moment that you're already stressed. Now, for you to please that person and then displease yourself, you accept to do the thing that the person is begging you to go and do, thereby causing yourself more harm than good. So, um, stress management isn't luxury. It isn't medicine for your hormones. I'm not saying that you managing your stress is a medicine for your hormones. But these are things that you can actually do to do what? To fix yourself. These are things that you can do to help fix your hormones. But when it's been affected, when you're already suffering from them, then you have to go do what? Seek or look for medical help. But these things that I just mentioned now, they are the things that you can do to prevent them from doing what? From happening. So don't come and say, I watched Precious talk show about health, when she was saying that you can actually manage your stress, by doing 5 to 10 minutes slow breathing, deep breathing. No. Quote me right. What I mentioned above are the things that you can do to prevent them. They are not medicine, no. But once you're already suffering from this, what you need to do is to do what? Seek and look for professional help. So, the number 4 ways you can actually fix your hormone is to fix your sleep. Fix your sleep. This thing is always coming up each time you're talking about health. Sleep is when your hormones resets, regenerates. So imagine when you're not sleeping well, what do you think will happen to your hormones? It will suffer. When you're not having enough sleep, your hormones does what? Suffers it the most. Because it was supposed to reset and regenerate at your sleeping period, and then you are not getting that enough sleep, it suffers. Poor sleep disrupts cortisols. It destroys your um melatonin. It causes increase your hormones. It makes your hormones to feel more hungry, and even your insulin. That is what happens when you don't get enough sleep. Improve your sleep naturally. For you to improve your sleep naturally, number one thing you can do is to do what? Power down scream. I talked about this, but I'm still going to repeat it again. I talked about this on my previous posts, on one of the posts I made here, on one of my live videos. I've forgotten the topic, but I know I've actually talked about this. How to manage sleep, how to um, improve your sleep naturally. So power down screams like an hour before you sleep, before you go to bed. I talked about this, which I even gave you guys an example of myself, of how I do mine. Number two is use blue light filters after sunset. Create a wind down ritual. Like journals, stretching, walking, and the rest of them. Another thing, you can try magnesiums like glycinate or lavender oil. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of high quality sleep. Your hormones need that, it needs that to heal. It needs time to heal. So when you sleep, when you sleep 7 to 9 hours every day, at that point your hormones will have the time to reset and to do what? And to regenerate. So the number, is it the number 4 now or the number 5? Love your liver. Yes. If you want to fix your hormones, the hormonal fix, you have to do what? Love your liver. Your liver is the gatekeeper for your hormones. It filters out old or excess hormones, especially your estrogens. So if your liver is sluggish, those hormones recirculate, so leading to PMS, mood swings, headaches, and a lot. It causes a lot of health problems. So how do you support your liver daily? What do you do to support your liver? What do you do to show that this is what I do every day to show that I love my liver? Number one, start your day with lemon water. Start your day with what? With lemon water. You can, number two, eat veggies like broccoli, and the rest of them. Try to eat enough veggies. Reduce your alcohol and then your processed food. Reduce your alcohol intake. Alcohol damages your liver. I told you that a lot of you people make this mistake thinking that alcohol, when you're stressed, you can take alcohol to relax. No. If you're stressed and you take alcohol, you're killing yourself the more. Because alcohol kills your liver. It damages your liver. And you can sip, what's it called? You can take milk leads to a healthy liver, clear skin, calm your mood, and then steady cycles. Another thing you should do to fix your hormone, that should be the number 5, now be the number 6. Move daily, but don't overdo it. That I say you should move daily, I say you should exercise yourself, or that I say you shouldn't sit at a place, doesn't mean you should overdo it. Remember that too much of everything can cause problem to your health. So exercise is powerful. It's very powerful for for hormone balance. But more isn't always better. Overdoing it is not the best way. Everything you do, always try to do it in moderation. Do not overdo it. Someone can just be like, because they said we should exercise daily. You see that person woke up in the morning as early as 6 o'clock, he or she have started exercise, and you exercise from that 6 a.m. till, let's say, 11 a.m. That's, instead of helping you, you're already killing yourself, because that is too much now. How many hours of exercise? Just 30 to 1 hour a minute is okay for you to exercise yourself. But when you overdo it, you are causing yourself problem. Excess of everything is not good. Too much intense training causes high cortisols and causes hormonal imbalance. So, but there are better approach, there are better things, there are ways you can actually do these things. You can walk for 30 to 45 minutes a day. Maybe if you're the kind of person that you don't have time to do, exercise, you can just walk 30 to 45 minutes in a day. To do what? To strength. Then if you are the kind of person that you want to do training, you can just training for 2 to 3 per week, to 3 times per week. You can jog or pilate to regulate your cortisols. Consistency is more important than intensity. Yes. When you're consistent, let's assume that you are doing a 30 to 45 minutes walk every day. The consistency of it is what matters, not the intensity of it, not the high level of it, not the how many hours you spend in the gym. But you being consistent with your 30 to 45 minutes walk, with your 30 to 1 hour minute exercise, being consistent with it, it's more powerful, it's more helpful than the intensity of it. So I hope we grab this. So another thing is you should do what? You should watch your products. Um Finally, let's talk about toxins. Yes. Many beauties, skincare and cleaning products, they contain endocrine. Yes, it contains endocrine. And what does this endocrine do to your health? It disrupts chemicals that mimic hormones and then interfere with your body. That's what this endocrine does. Endocrine rather. They disrupt the chemicals that mimic hormones and interfere with your body. So what you should look out for, number one is you should look out for your parabens. Number two is your phthalates, fragrance. Just fragrance on the label is a red flag. So BPA and plastic. These are the things you should look out. So what to do? Switch to natural deodorant soaps. Instead of those artificial ones, you can switch to natural deodorant soaps and skincare. Use glass containers instead of plastic. Yes. With vinegar, lemon, baking soda. Your body knows what to do. Just give it the right environment. Give it the right tools to work with. It knows what to do with them. Don't suggest for your body. Don't tell your body what your body it should do. So bonus tips. Hormone boosters, like hugging someone, oh Jesus, cough, or what is it called? Do something creative, like the oxytocin, the connection hormone, reduces cortisol, and yes, joy is a hormonal reset. Always try to be happy. When you're happy, it helps your hormone to reset. Your daily hormone reset plan, the things you can do to help reset your hormones. Number one is that you should try to do what? Eat healthy fats. This is exactly what I just spoke now. I'm just trying to run it down, kind of a recap to what we've been talking about since the 7 tips we've been talking about. So let me quickly run a recap on that. Eat healthy fats. Remember, I told you that I know that talking about fats here, I'm talking about mostly the things I've been preaching against. Yes. Talking about the things we've been preaching against, run away from fats, run away from anything that will cause you to have too much, do things that will help to reduce fats. And now I'm telling you to eat healthy fats. Thank God you heard the word healthy fats, because there are fats that are healthy. There are fats that your body needs to function with. Your body cannot function without fats. And you trying to drain away fats in your body simply means you are actually causing yourself problems, because your body needs the whole your body needs the fats, proteins, the rest of them to do or to function very well. The only thing I'm saying is that everything should be in moderation. The fats in your body should be what? In moderation. Don't let the fat in your body overpowers other things that your body needs to function with. So when the fat in your body is too much, that is when you start having issues. But when everything is in moderate, when everything is balanced, you don't have issues. Everything will do what? They will all work in harmony to do what? To do their works respectively. Now we talk about balanced blood sugar. Balancing your blood sugar. Try not to do things to do what? To spike your insulin. Try not to do things to jeopardize your insulin levels, because your body also, when you do things that jeopardizes your blood sugar level, it causes you a problem, a big problem at that. So you should try to do something that do what? Try to do everything in moderation. Don't overdo it. Whatever you do, do not do what? Overdo it. Everything should be in moderation. Stay hydrated. Hydration matters a lot. Always make sure that you are 100% hydrated all the time. Because when you exercise, you're doing what? You're burning fat too. When you exercise through sweat, you lose energy. And how do you replenish it? Is by drinking water. So when you drink water, the heat that goes out through sweat is being replenished back when you drink water. But when you don't drink water, it causes dehydration, which might lead to a bigger problem. So always stay hydrated. Make sure that you are always hydrated. Drink water and drink plenty water. Not just drinking water, drink plenty water. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day. Water is an essential part of of the human body, of the human health, for you to be healthy. If you want to live a healthy life, if you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, you have to form the habit of drinking water. You form the habit of drinking water, taking enough water always. So another thing, now we are just reading a recap of what we've talked about to see if we are following. So number three thing is that we talked about is lower your stress daily. Try to manage your stress. Do not overdo everything. Do not overdo everything. Manage your stress. Don't do things to jeopardize your health. Don't do things to cause or to cause you a problem at the end of the day. Try to manage your stress. Try to do things in moderation. Yes. Try to manage your stress. Don't give your body a reason to break down. Don't give your body a reason to break down. Your hormones they are one of the important aspects of you. Of which, if your hormones are affected in any way, it can cause a lot of issues. You see someone having fertility issues, it starts from the hormones. When your hormones are suffering, it causes infertility. That is why it is very important to do what? For your hormones to be intact. You see someone suffering from irregular menstruation, it's as a result of poor hormone. You see someone having suffering from what's it called? What is it called? Is it prolactin or what? Someone that is not pregnant and yet breast milk is coming out from your breast. There is one medical terminology. I'm just trying to remember it, but it seems not coming out. That is prolactin. Yeah, some suffering from prolactin, which is not something that you should that should be happening to a young lady. Then you're not pregnant, you're not a breastfeeding mother, you're not um, even um, pregnant, and yet breast milk is coming out from your breast. It's as a result of what? Hormonal imbalance. So do things, try not to do things that will cause your hormones to be affected, because once your hormone is affected, it affects everything that has to do with your health. Once one hormone is affected, let's assume your estrogen or your progesterone is affected, it affects everything that has to do with you. That is just the funny part of it. So try not to do anything that will do what? That will jeopardize your hormone, or that will cause your hormone not to be balanced. Because once any of them suffers, it affects the rest. Then the number 4 thing there is what? Prioritize sleep. Make sleep one of your priorities. You can set um, you can set a time for your sleep. You can decide that your sleeping time every day is 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Then maintain it. Maintain that your sleeping time and always sleep once is 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. And don't forget to do what? Don't forget to off your phone screen 1 hour before sleep. At that 1 hour before sleep, you can actually what you can actually do at that time to reset or to calm your brain, your nerve, and to put them in the mood for sleep. You can actually try reading. You know, at that moment your brains are I don't know, there are some people that whenever they bring out book to read like this, the next thing sleep comes. So when you drop your phone, pick up your book, just kind of to help you calm your nerve and put you in the mood to sleep. Pick up your book and start reading. And you can try praying. Praying is another tool that you can use to do what that you can do. It's another thing you can do to help you, you know, to help put you in the mood to sleep. 1 hour before bedtime, maybe your sleeping time is, let's say, is 9 p.m. So once it's 8 p.m., by then you must have finished with your daily activities, finish with what you're doing, and then know that it's time for you to sleep. Off your phone once it's 8 p.m. Then, and talk to God. Commune with your God, commune with God, talk to God in prayers, thank Him for, be grateful for how He led you all through the day, commit commit your life in His hands. Just, do something to help ease off stress at that moment, something to put you in the mood to sleep. I've seen a lot of people, they will tell you that each time they want to pray, if they close their eyes like this and say they want to pray, they might even still be praying. They won't even know when sleep took them off. The reason is just because that is the time, as in everything about you at that moment is calm. They are down, trying to commune with your God, trying to talk to your God at that moment. So let everything else, you put away everything that bothers you, put away everything that's causing you pain or bothering you at that moment. Then all your focus is talk to your God. The next thing is to sleep. So prioritize sleeping, and then you can actually practice these things that I talked about here to help you to help put you in the mood to sleep each time, because you need to kind of put off your phone screen 1 hour before you go to bed. Another thing is to support your liver function. That is the number 5 that we've talked about. So I'm giving us a recap. Support your liver function. How do you support your liver function? Know what you eat. Know what you give your liver. Know what you feed your liver. Remember that when your liver suffers, it affects you. Stop the intake of alcohol. Alcohol intake can actually destroy your liver and damage your guts. So manage your liver very well. Feed your liver with what your liver needs to function very well. And then enjoy the benefits. Try not to jam-pack your liver with too much sugar. Try not to feed your liver with too much sugar, things that your body does not need. So feed your body with things that it needs to function very well and enjoy the benefits. The number 6 thing that we talked about here says move wisely. Move wisely. Exercise your body, yes, but don't overdo it. Whatever you do, try to do them in moderation. Don't do things that will jeopardize your health, things that will go against what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to achieve a healthy lifestyle, and at the end you're doing something that will jeopardize it. Trying to exercise your body, but don't overdo it. Consistency is the key. You being consistent is more better than than the intensity of it. That you're able to do 1 hour, 3 hours exercise. Someone that did just 30 minutes exercise but is consistent with it is more better off than you. So try to move, yes, but do not overdo it. Whatever you do, do it in moderation. Don't overdo it. Another thing, anugom, avoid toxic products. Don't use harsh products on your body. Don't use harsh products on your skin. Don't use harsh products that will destroy your skin or that will cause you problems. Do everything you're doing, do them in moderation. Do everything in moderation. Try natural remedies, try natural products. You can use natural deodorants, natural soaps, natural body lotions, you know, things that are not things that you are the one that as in you know how the processes they went through. Always try things that are natural. Try natural remedies on your skin. Try natural products on your skin rather. Your hormones, they don't need perfections. Your hormones are not looking for they don't want you to be perfect. They just want you to be consistent. Your consistency is what matters. If when you're consistent with whatever you're doing, when you're consistent with the whole things mentioned above, just know that your hormones will thank you later. That you are being you don't need to be perfect in all of them. You don't need everything to be perfect. You don't need to, to kill yourself to make it perfect. All you need is consistency. So if today's talk show, if today's talk uh, gave you clarity, if it's able to make you understand one or two things about your hormones, please, like, I'm begging you, please like this video, share, and subscribe too. Share it to your friends, because you don't know whom you might be saving just by clicking on that share button. Just by sharing it, you might be saving lives out there. Someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to know about this. People need to hear them, because most of the things that affect or kill us is ignorance. So share this video, please, and let me know on the comment section which of these habits that you're starting today. Which of the habits you'll be starting today, because there are a lot I've mentioned. So you can just on the comment section there. I want to interact with you. I want to hear your thoughts. If you have questions, if you have contribution, you can do that on the comment section. And if you would like to co-host with me too, you can indicate in the comment section. Maybe if I'm coming live again, we can come live together and then talk, have a talk show together. So whatever it is, you can just put it down there on the comment section. I would like to hear your thoughts. I would like to hear your opinions. I would like to hear your questions. I would like to hear your contributions. Let me feel that, okay, the effort I'm making is actually getting somewhere. Let me feel that, okay, I'm not talking to myself, for complete 1 hour and some. Let me not feel like as if I'm talking to myself, or I'm making, when you interact with me, it gave me this sense that I'm a sense of belonging, that okay, my teachings are actually heading somewhere. Okay, people are able to, grab one or two things from my teachings. So please, I need your comments, I need your contribution, I need your ideas. If there is a way I'm not getting it right, help me and tell me on the comment section. Call my attention to it. Remember, your healing starts with your habits. Yes. So whatever you do, just have that at the back of your mind, that your healing starts with your habits. So whatever you choose to do, whatever habits you choose to do today, it's all dependent on you. If you choose to live healthy, your body will thank you. At the long run, your body will thank you. And if you choose not to live healthy, if you choose to mess with yourself, to mess with your hormones, to mess with your skin and everything that has to do with you, your body will be the one to suffer it. But I know, I believe that nobody here will see fire and then choke his or her hand inside fire. Yes, I believe that all of us here are matured and we know what we want for ourselves. I believe we all want something nice, good for ourselves. Nobody wants something bad for him or herself. So, and I believe you make the right choice, and you make the wise decision, and you will choose wisely too. Because once you're healthy, they said a healthy man is a wealthy man. So your health comes first before wealth. Because if you are not healthy, you won't have the power to make wealth. But when you're healthy, you're wealthy. So thank you so much for today, and see you guys in my next video. Love you. Thank you for today.